All right, commercial real estaters. It is week, I think 29. I don't know if I updated this, but I feel like it's 29. We're going to call it 29.
Hold on, I'll just Google it. What week number is it of 2024? Damn it. Didn't come up. The current week is highlighted. Week 29. Okay.
29. I was right. There we go. A very interesting weekend. We'll get to that here shortly. But welcome back, Nardizzler.
I'm back.
In the flesh.
Yeah.
Better tan.
Gym Tan Laundry, GTL.
Yeah. So just got his Jersey Shore fix in.
Yeah.
Hung out with Snooki while he was there.
Did not. Put those words back in your mouth.
I ordered a martini one time, and I was like, I want it dirty. They're like, well, how dirty? Like Lindsay Lohan or Snooki?
Oh, those are both pretty dirty, dude. Well, I mean, one's filthy and one you don't want to imagine is filthy.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Lohan, she kind of...
She's not bad.
She's not bad.
Just the drugs really messed her up.
Yeah.
So, anyways, all right. Initial jobless claims this week, 228. Last week it was only 222, so it was down about like 16,000 less than what they estimated.
That's good.
Housing starts. We'll just remind you what housing starts are. The term housing starts refers to the start of construction on a new residential housing unit. Housing starts are a measure of new residential construction and considered a key economic indicator.
And
housing start is counted as soon as groundbreaking begins, and each unit in a multifamily housing project is treated as a separate housing start. So that's single family and multifamily projects.
So does a multifamily project, like if you have 200 units in
that's
one,
200 starts.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Pad them stats.
Forecast is 1.3 million. Previous was 1.28.
Okay. Up a little bit.
Yep. Oh, man. We are not on the debt fast. We are on the debt glut.
Oh, gosh.
We went up to $22 billion last week in debt. So we added $2 billion from our normal $19 billion clip.
Because they probably had to go rehire a whole full freaking department after this weekend. Go get a line of credit and go fire everybody and rehire everybody.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we consumed $222 billion in calories of debt last week. The Dow closed out at 40,000, up 1.56% or 625 points.
Is that an all-time high?
I mean, I think it's hit there before, but
jeez, man.
The S&P is at 56, closed out at 56.15, which is up 48 points. The NASDAQ closed at 18,396, which is up 45 points. And crude came down $2 a barrel to close out at $81.04. Now the treasuries, they're getting down there a little bit.
Yeah.
4.106 on the 5-year and 4.187 on the 10-year. SOFR remains unchanged.
Yeah, it got a little soft.
So that's good, I guess, if you're looking at refinancing something with a life co.
Yeah.
All right. The 1 week performance, real estate development led it in stocks, real estate diversified, and then REIT office in third. Again, pump and dump stocks, in my opinion. 1 month performance, REIT office is up 11.5%.
How much?
It's up 11.57.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's hitting the top of the inflection point though. It's hitting resistance. Well, some of it's breaking through on some of these. I don't know. And REIT industrial is up 7.98 for the last month, and REIT diversified real estate diversified at 6.5% up.
Mm-hmm.
Term of the week.
Give it.
Again, this is from our list of strip mall guys' terms. Brought to you by Rich Young, who sent us the link. Bring all offers. You know what that means, Will?
No.
My seller is nuts, so lowball me.
Or maybe pricing expectations are out of whack and bring me back to reality because this dude's wild.
Yeah, it's not. I need him to see a bunch of bad offers to hopefully get his mind readjusted to where it should be.
I feel like we've recently bumped into that.
Yeah, you make a lot of offers in this industry and don't get a lot done.
No.
So, well, in news, wow, what a weekend. Trump dodged a bullet.
Actually.
Literally. Clipped one and dodged another.
So, did the ear got clipped?
Mm-hmm.
But I saw a photo on the internet that he was wearing a ballistic vest. Did you see that?
No.
I don't know if it was, to summarize all of it, post him just even getting hit by the bullet. Everything after that, I don't know what to believe.
Yeah.
Right? For all the other things. But apparently there was a photo of like his shirt that was punctured too, but I don't know if it's real. But I guess he doesn't like to wear ballistic vests. And I guess this time he finally put one on. Jeez, mister. I mean, he moved his head, what? He just looked to the side.
Yeah. So if he'd have been still facing the front, that'd have been right through the ear hole, right?
Yeah, right around there.
Yeah.
Instead of, and you would have had brain matter all over live television.
Sucks that one guy got killed, that ex-fireman.
Yeah, really bad.
Yeah. Two daughters.
He took a bullet right for him, apparently.
Yeah.
Did you see any photos and all that?
No.
Oh, dude, Twitter's like littered with it.
You can find photos of the shooter and all that stuff.
Gross.
I don't like looking at that stuff.
I don't. It just, I was scrolling and then poof, right there.
Yeah. Do we even need to have an election after this? I feel like him getting up and just being like, fight. Yeah. Like, man, I think that, I saw like Trump flags in my neighborhood go up the next morning.
Yeah. Same in mine.
You know, this has all been talked about and will be talked about more, but like the fact that they let a guy get within 130 yards.
Yeah, we were talking about it before.
Like, I mean, it's like a deer blind.
Yeah. Dylan, our analyst, said, and he picked me up from the airport, apparently he does it, again, not sure what's real, what's not. Apparently he went out for the rifle team and didn't make it.
This guy did?
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Don't know. Again, and Dylan was like, I don't know if this is true or not. But again, to your point, deer shot.
Yeah.
All the people, yourself included, like it's usually a 100-yard shot.
Yeah. This is 130 yards. How did they not have like drones up looking for the stuff? And someone pointed out a picture of the snipers were engaged pointing at that building and didn't see him until he'd already got shots off. Like, who knows?
Well, did you see the one where he's talking, you hear the shot come in and Donald ducks?
Yeah.
And then they engage back.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were like, why didn't, it's very clear, like they have him scoped up, but they didn't shoot.
Yeah.
So, and there's videos I'm sure you saw of like people pointing at the guy on the roof.
Yeah.
Keying into other law enforcement.
Kind of a fail in there, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So far on their end. Like
somebody messed up big.
Yeah.
I don't know who, where, what, or when, but I mean, they're like, people were saying online that they had to park a mile away because they didn't want somebody to roll a car bomb in there. Safety precautions. You had to park a mile away.
And this guy got at 130 yards
with an AR-15.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't. I mean, you can hide. You can wear a trench coat.
I mean, when you look at the aerial of it, that building is like a total natural spot for someone to be. Like,
yeah,
there should be like security all over it, being like, no one's coming into work today. You know?
Yeah.
It's like a fact. You know, looks like a manufacturing.
Looks like a building. Looks like Clay Road, the building we got over in Haltom City.
Exactly.
It's like 16 to 22 foot clear.
It's
an industrial building.
Right.
Wild.
So,
well, I don't know much about security and all that, but I was reading something on Twitter too. I guess there's like different tiers. Like they're describing it as like the stage where he was at is like tier 1, and that's Secret Service's responsibility. And then as you move further out, it gets delegated to local law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody just commented, depending on what the setup was, where the distance he was in might have been farmed out to local law enforcement. And sometimes they don't all communicate very effectively. And so he might have been in just a gray zone on, is it local police, SWAT, Secret Service?
Yeah.
But again, not good.
Yeah, not good.
Abundance of caution should always be the MO for that.
There was a staffer for a Democratic senator who got fired. They posted on Twitter, yeah, next time don't miss.
Oh, dude, that's so messed up. Like, come on.
I did see a funny tweet. It said, the shooter's like Bronny James.
Yeah. Yeah. 1 for 8.
1 for 8.
And then Dylan actually sent me a tweet this while we were in our level 10 meeting. Hold on, let me read it to you. It was pretty funny. I was chuckling. Hold on. Cold calling the owner of the light industrial building that the shooter laid on to see if he's a seller. I was like, oh, that's funny. He probably doesn't want to be in there anymore.
He probably can't be in there. They probably got that place locked down.
Oh, yeah. Anyone want to do a lease back? Credit's garbage. No one's buying chemicals from that guy again.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's jacked up.
Well, I'm glad he's all right. Looks like he's going to be at the Republican National Convention. That's this week, right?
Yeah, I think going on right now.
Is it right now?
Apparently, he played golf at Bedminster this weekend, down the street from where my parents live, and he sunk a 20-foot putt. And he said the difference between me and the shooter is I don't miss.
Yeah.
Or something
He
like
said that?
Oh, yeah, something crazy.
Yeah, it's July 15th through July 18th.
Yeah, it's right now.
In Milwaukee.
He should
Trump Force One landed in Milwaukee.
He should be announcing his vice president partner here this week.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be sick as if he dominated RFK. That would be like just game over.
That'd be a very interesting pick.
But I don't know. Maybe it's Vivek. I didn't mind him.
I thought Tulsi Gabbard would be an interesting pick.
That would be awesome. Yeah,
I like her.
I like her a lot.
I like the fact that she had the balls to just switch parties. Be like, y'all are idiots.
Yeah.
I'm going to Republican. You know?
Yeah. That just solid head on her shoulders.
Yeah.
Seems like a totally normal person.
All right. Well, stay hard, Trump.
The best is when all those edits of Many Men from 50 Cent came out. Did you see any of those?
Many men wish death upon me.
Yeah. I was like
blood in my eye, darling, I can't see.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Yeah, he like within an hour, they all just started coming in. Like, that was great.
Some people were saying he was going to go to the UFC fight.
That would have been absolutely unreal.
I think Dana White is introducing him at the Republican National Convention.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
we got to look this up.
I'm pretty sure he is. So, yeah, the next time he walks into a UFC fight, the building will erupt.
Oh, yeah. Dana White will introduce Donald Trump at the Republican National Convention. But this is from I don't know, this
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, that's what I heard Dana White saying it the other day. I'm introducing him at the
RNC.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
So,
oh my gosh. Oh, he's also speaking right before him too. This is nuts. It's going to get crazy over the next 120 days, man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It might just start going back the direction it needs to go. In my opinion.
I wouldn't be surprised if they try to take another shot at him.
I think they're going to have that place on such lock. Yeah, no, it wouldn't surprise me.
But I think he also came out too that Trump said that they need, RFK's never got approved for Secret Service detail.
Oh, really?
He applied like, I can't remember. It was like multiple, 10 plus times. Got denied by the White House. It's like, dude, get this guy protected.
Yeah.
His dad got killed. And his uncle. Like,
yeah.
This is, don't know version 1.3.
Right. All right. Powell hits at possible rate cut amid risk of higher for longer. So, in testimony before the U.S. Senate Banking Committee on Tuesday, Federal Chairman Powell told the committee that the federal funds rate might be coming soon. So, please don't. I want a little more cracks in the armor.
Yeah. No, we need another 6 months of this.
So let's see. The Fed's most recent stress test shows that large banks can manage CRE risk while most small banks are similarly equipped. However, the top 25 largest banks are experiencing more loan delinquencies. Loans for non-owner occupied properties held by banks with over $100 billion in assets have over a 4.4% delinquency rate in Q1, compared to less than 1% for smaller banks and owner-occupied loans. Risks of higher for longer. Powell acknowledged the risk of prolonged high rates, stating that maintaining elevated inflation is not the only concern. He warned that reducing policy restraint too late or too little could significantly weaken the economic activity and employment. So, looking ahead, following Powell's committees, investors maintained a nearly 70% probability of a Fed rate cut in September.
70%?
Yeah. Can we not cut then? Because, let's cut in December, for Christmas.
Yeah.
That way we kick the year off.
Like Jan 1.
Although, if they cut rates, I think the fear of cutting rates is if they cut rates a little bit, everybody's going to raise their prices on the real estate immediately.
Yeah.
Or they're going to hold firm. And pricing is still
pretty dislocated.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I would take high rates for a while.
I think another 18, 24 months.
Yep. I like it.
It's kind of like you need to go on this diet.
Yes.
No more
diet.
I've read somewhere, I forget, it's like politically, but then fiscally, we are so dislocated. Like the government just cannot, we talk about every week, cannot stop spending. It just cannot.
Mm-mm.
And the Fed honestly has done a pretty good job of just holding the line.
Yeah.
I think I heard that from Michael Levy from Crow. Mm-hmm. He was on Chris Powers' podcast.
Oh, okay.
And he talked about that. It's just the caloric intake is massive.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not heeding any advice from anybody. Just keep on ramping it up.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. I said this previously. I think if we do go on a diet, I would be kind of worried about systemic shock.
Yeah.
It's like being 300-400 pounds and all of a sudden you lose 100 pounds in a month. The body's going to freak out.
It's like cutting weight.
Yeah. Yeah. This, you wrestled.
Mm-hmm. I didn't have to cut weight. I didn't wrestle weight.
Fat ass. But no, it's just the body starts to freak out a little bit.
You see a lot of those fighters when they cut weight from the UFC fights, man, they're
Joe Rogan says they're knocking on death's door sometimes.
Yeah.
It's bad. So I think it just would be a little bit of I think it'd be pretty heavy shock if we did something pretty dramatic.
Probably would be. All right. Sunbelt Rentals. That was your thing you found.
Hold on 1 second.
Hold, please.
All you CRE bros across the country. Sunbelt Rentals makes 26 acquisitions in fiscal 2024. No, this is not, for all of you people listening, not real estate acquisitions. This is other operating companies. So, and then it also added Chicago's Rental Max in May. And this publication is from the Rental Equipment Register, mag.com. And just highlighted all 24 of them over the last 7 months. So happy to see they're a customer of ours. Happy to see them growing and being pretty bullish on their roll-up strategy. And all their transactions were done in cash, roughly $845 million worth in cash.
Nice.
Straight cash, homie.
Nice.
So very optimistic about our tenant there and growing with them.
We would like more locations. I like money.
Yeah.
I'd like to get more of it.
So if you are repping Sunbelt Rentals in a Texas market or maybe another market, we'd love to talk to you.
Yeah. Hey, let's shamelessly plug some assets real quick, right?
Yeah.
We're going to close on 26,000 feet on 3.5 acres in Fort Worth and be looking for a tenant zoned K, highest industrial zoning you can have.
But about 0.15 from I-35 on the north side, Fort Worth.
And we're also working on a site in Carrollton, 18,000 feet on 2.5 acres.
And that's about 0.15 from I-35 on the east side.
Yeah. Just closed on a deal in San Antonio, 15,000 feet on...
A little bit over an acre.
Over an acre?
Yeah.
So call the Llano Realty guys on that one. But we just closed this morning, essentially, on it. And we're getting the make-ready done.
Mm-hmm. That'll basically be almost a brand new building when we're done with it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the other two options, Jeremy just said, they will be for lease immediately.
Yeah.
When we close, and we're figuring sometime we'll close in August.
Yep.
So feel free to reach out to us directly. We can start sharing some highlights on them.
Yep.
Offline.
Yep.
And then do we have any other vacancies anywhere else?
We have our property on Elmer. We got a proposal we're working on, but we're on the market. So if you need a truckload carrier site or a big laydown yard, we have 7 acres of concrete on 67 in Cedar Hill.
Which is South Dallas appropriate in that submarket area.
Yeah.
So
fenced, lit, paved, ready to rock.
Yeah.
So, but that's what we got.
Yeah. There's some multi-tenant vacancies, but they're all pretty small. But what else you got for the news?
That's all I got on news.
Oh, we got one more. Evictions surge in major cities in the American Sunbelt. These cities that they highlight, I'm actually not surprised about. I think historically they've always been kind of boom and bust. But notices in Houston, Las Vegas, and Phoenix remain at elevated levels, even as they have fallen elsewhere. What I found very interesting, and so they kind of measured this against pre-COVID average. Dallas is kind of hovering right around pre-COVID average right now, but New York City and Philadelphia are far below. Which you would think.
Well, can you even evict in New York?
Well, the rent control in those two cities. So, but it's actually, you would think it's so expensive there, inflation, blah, blah, blah. But Phoenix is through the roof, way above pre-COVID levels.
I wonder, it'd be interesting to talk to a multifamily operator out of New York and see if rent control actually is counterintuitive. Because if you let them keep raising rents, eventually they'll hit the ceiling where no one will pay for it anymore and rents will stabilize. But rent control probably keeps people from investing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Those,
what I mean?
Those buildings don't trade.
Yeah. Nothing trades.
Yeah.
So,
like Signature Bank, the one that was part of the whole SVB crash 18, 20 months ago, they had like $3 billion worth of loans out on rent control properties. And the portfolio wouldn't trade.
Right.
And so they just kind of,
who wants to get into that?
I had a friend, she had like a 1-bedroom, a 2-bedroom right on like, call it 71st and 3rd on the Upper East Side. She's paying $800 a month. That's absurd. That's like easily a hard corner. It was a sick building.
Yeah.
An older building. And, it was a walk up. It was an elevator, but it's probably $3,500 now.
Yeah.
Maybe more. So crazy.
Nice. Glad we don't do that.
No. It's gross. But that's all I got. So it's just interesting to see Houston, Las Vegas, and in Phoenix, it's all very much so above pre-pandemic levels. Columbus, Ohio was in there too. It's just really high. So that was published by the Wall Street Journal. You can find that on the front page today. On the
people probably can't pay rent because it costs so much to live.
Well, dude, remember last week I talked about it, the Walmart order on TikTok? Like, your rent went up 50%. Your groceries theoretically are up 300%. It's tough.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they got to get inflation to come down a little more.
Yeah,
I don't feel like it's coming down. Like what?
No,
Like what gauge is that? The price of milk and eggs? I don't know.
I mean, poor people are getting crushed. Honestly, the middle class is just going to evaporate. That's it. It's just rich people kind of get out all right. So
Well, that's all I got for this week.
Don't got much more.
Well, good luck out there, guys.
Sorry, I was kind of doom and gloom.
No, it was all good. I think it was good. It was positive.
Keep your heads ringing.
As Matt Spellman would say, that's positive.
That's positive.
All right, guys. We'll see ya.
Peace.